The rest of the story. It was not quite 1 year ago. Bill's wife got the urge to clean house. She disappeared up in the attic for a while, then called down to Bill. There were just too many boxes up there, too much junk in them. What did Bill want to do with it all? And Bill called up the stairs, throw it all out. A few minutes more passed, and then Bill's wife called down and said, "You'd better come up here and take a look." So, Bill went upstairs, and there on the attic floor sat an old box with a stack of even older phonograph records inside. And Bill's wife suggested that at least they listen to some of them before tossing them into the garbage. Bill said okay, and together they brought the box downstairs. They sat it down in front of the old record player, and one by one the memories drifted through the air, thinly disguised as songs from once upon a time. But then they got to one record, one song that jolted Bill from his easy chair and made him just stand there wide-eyed, motionless and breathless. What was it, his wife wanted to know, but Bill couldn't speak. Not until the last word was sung and the last note had sounded, and then Bill told his bride the rest of the story. That once upon a time, Bill and his friend Henry were in the music business. It's an interesting thing, neither of them could read nor write music. Bill and Henry could sing. They could sing pretty well, but either they had always known the songs they sang, or they had to learn them slowly and carefully by listening to somebody else sing them. Well, anyway, one day, Bill ran to Henry with some great news. He, Bill, had an opportunity to cut a record with Capitol, but he needed a new song, something really slick to start the record off right. Henry said, "I have just the right thing." But again, the problem was that the only way Bill could learn the new number would be by hearing Henry sing it over and over and over. So Henry offered to do Bill a favor. He, Henry, would go down to the recording studio with his guitar. He'd make one of those acetate demonstration discs, and then Bill could have that one and only copy and listen to it over and over and over again until he learned the song. And that's what happened. After Bill had recorded the number for Capitol, he threw the old demo recording with Henry singing it in a box and forgot all about it until last year. 37 years later. For the recording that has come to light for the first time in all this time, the recording Henry made for Bill, Big Bill Lister, is indeed one of a kind. By now you may have heard that Henry's son was presented with that demo record, and he took it back to Nashville. And through the grace of clever audio engineers and a little bit of studio magic, what they did was to allow him to sing at the same time that record was being played, and both sounds were being recorded simultaneously. And thus, he was singing a duet with his own dead father. And thus were father and son reunited. It's a tune called "There's a Tear in My Beer." It's a melody that has been singing in the dark for 4 decades, only now to become the basis for the impossible country music collaboration of 2 men with one legendary name, Senior and Junior, Hank Williams. And now you know the rest of the story.